Have you noticed small changes in someone you love lately? Or maybe even in yourself? Things that are hard to explain. A little less energy. A little less appetite. A little more quiet than before. These changes do not arrive loudly. They arrive softly, and because they are quiet, they are often ignored. Many people believe that the end of life comes suddenly in old age. But in truth, the body often begins to prepare long before that moment arrives. Sometimes months before, sometimes even a year before. The body speaks in whispers, not warnings, and if we are not listening carefully, we miss what it is trying to tell us. Today, I want to talk with you about 5 gentle signs that may appear in the final year of an elderly person's life. These are not meant to create fear. They are meant to bring understanding. When we understand what is happening, we can respond with kindness, patience, and love. And we can make the time we have more peaceful and meaningful. This message is especially for those who are older, those living quietly, those who have already lived full lives, and those who simply want to feel seen and understood. If you are caring for someone, or if you are noticing changes in yourself, this conversation matters. Let us begin slowly. Sign number 1 is gradual weight loss without trying. This is often the first sign, and it is also the easiest one to overlook. At first, it may seem harmless. Clothes feel a little looser. A belt needs a new hole. Meals are smaller than they used to be. Many people say, "This is just old age." But unplanned weight loss is rarely just aging. As the body grows older, it changes how it uses food. Digestion slows. Muscles begin to shrink. The body may no longer absorb nutrients the way it once did. Even when someone is eating, their body may not be using that food effectively. This leads to gradual weight loss that happens quietly over time. There is also a change in appetite. Food may not taste the same anymore. Hunger signals become weaker. Eating can feel like effort instead of pleasure. Some older adults stop eating full meals without even realizing it. Not because they are sad, not because they are giving up, but because the body is slowly changing its priorities. I once imagined an older man sitting at his table. He still cooks, but now he eats only a few bites. He wraps the rest for later. Later never comes, not because he forgot, but because his body no longer asks for more. This is not a failure. It is a message. Weight loss also affects strength. When muscle fades, balance becomes weaker. Walking feels harder. Fatigue increases. The immune system grows softer. Small illnesses linger longer. The body becomes more fragile. All of this begins with something that looks very small from the outside. Families often respond with love. They encourage more food. They offer favorite dishes. They worry. This comes from a good place. But when weight loss continues despite these efforts, it is important to understand something. This is not about willpower. It is not about trying harder. It is the body slowly preparing itself. At this stage, the focus should change. Comfort becomes more important than calories. Small, easy meals matter more than large ones. Hydration becomes more valuable than pressure. Warmth, gentle care, quiet company. These things nourish the spirit when the body begins to let go. If you are noticing weight loss in yourself or someone you love, pause for a moment. Do not panic. Do not push. Listen instead. The body is speaking in a calm voice, and when we listen with respect, we can respond with compassion. This first sign reminds us of something important. Life does not end all at once. It slows. It softens. And in that slowing, there is still dignity, there is still meaning, and there is still time to love deeply. In the next part, we will talk about another quiet change that often follows. A deep tiredness that rest no longer fixes. One that many people misunderstand, and one that deserves great kindness. If you stay with me, then write continue below. Let us continue gently. Sign number 2 is deep fatigue and growing weakness. This is not the kind of tiredness that comes from a long day. It does not go away with sleep. It does not improve after rest. It feels deeper than that. It settles into the body and stays there. Many older adults begin to sleep more. They wake up tired. They need naps during the day. Simple tasks feel heavy. Standing up takes effort. Walking across the room feels slow. Things that once felt easy now feel draining. This kind of fatigue can be confusing. Families may say, "You just need to move more," or "You need fresh air." But the truth is, the body is doing something very specific. It is conserving energy. It is protecting what little strength remains. As organs slow, the body redirects energy inward. The heart works harder to do less. Muscles receive less oxygen. Movement becomes costly, so the body chooses rest. Not because it is weak, but because it is wise. I imagine an older woman who once loved mornings. She used to make tea, open the window, sit in the sun. Now she stays in bed longer. The light feels too bright. Her limbs feel heavy. She is not sad. She is not lazy. Her body is simply asking for stillness. This fatigue often brings emotional pain. Independence begins to fade. Pride feels wounded. Some seniors feel embarrassed asking for help. Others quietly withdraw. Not because they want to be alone, but because they no longer have the energy to engage. This is a tender time. Pushing does not help. Encouraging constant activity only creates frustration. What helps is acceptance, allowing rest without guilt, sitting together quietly, letting them move at their own pace. There is great dignity in rest. Slowing down is not giving up. It is listening. Sign number 3 is mental confusion or quiet withdrawal. This sign is especially painful for families because it feels like losing someone before they are gone. At first, it looks like simple forgetfulness, misplaced items, repeated questions, forgotten names. But over time, it becomes deeper. Thoughts move more slowly. Conversations feel tiring. Familiar places feel strange. Time becomes confusing. The mind drifts in and out of clarity. This is not stubbornness. It is not lack of care. The brain is changing. Just like the body, it is conserving energy. Processing information takes more effort. Social interaction becomes exhausting. I picture an older man sitting by a window. He watches the trees move. He does not speak much anymore, not because he has nothing to say, but because words feel heavy. Silence feels easier. Many seniors begin to withdraw. They speak less. They avoid gatherings. They sit quietly during conversations. This is often misunderstood. Families may think they are depressed or uninterested, but often they are simply overwhelmed. The mind can no longer manage noise, emotion, and memory all at once, so it chooses quiet. This is a form of protection. There may be moments of clarity, beautiful moments, a sudden smile, a memory shared. Then the fog returns. This can be heartbreaking, but it is also meaningful because it reminds us that the person is still there. What matters most now is presence, not questions, not corrections, Not forcing conversation. Sit with them. Hold their hand. Speak softly. Let silence be enough. Even when words fade, feelings remain. They may not remember what you said, but they will feel how you made them feel. This sign teaches us a powerful lesson. Love does not require conversation. Connection does not require memory. Being there is enough. In the next part, we will talk about 2 more signs: the body becoming more vulnerable to illness, and changes in breathing and circulation. These signs are often misunderstood, but when we understand them, we can replace fear with peace. Let us continue with care. Sign number 4 is getting sick more often and healing more slowly. As the body grows older, its defenses soften. The immune system is no longer as quick or strong as it once was. Small illnesses that used to pass in a few days now linger. A simple cough stays for weeks. A minor infection returns again and again. Wounds also take longer to heal. A small cut, a bruise, a sore spot. They remain longer than expected. This can be frustrating for both the person and their family. It may feel like nothing works the way it used to. What makes this sign difficult is that illness in older adults often looks different. There may be no fever, no clear pain. Instead, there is confusion, less appetite, more sleep, a quiet decline that is easy to miss. Many families focus on fixing the illness. More medicine, more appointments, more effort. These actions come from love. But sometimes the body is no longer able to respond the way it once did. At this stage, comfort matters more than cure. Gentle care, warm blankets, fluids, rest, kind voices. These simple things bring more peace than aggressive treatment. I imagine a woman whose hands bruise easily now. Her skin is thin, her body fragile. Each mark tells a story. Not of failure, but of a long life lived. This sign reminds us that the body is becoming tender. It needs patience, not pressure. Sign number 5 is changes in breathing and circulation. This is often the most noticeable sign, and also the most emotional to witness. Breathing begins to change. It may become shallow, slower, or uneven. Sometimes there are pauses between breaths. These changes can be frightening if you do not understand them. But they are a natural part of the body slowing down. The lungs work harder. The heart pumps less strongly. The body focuses on what matters most. You may notice cold hands and feet. The skin may look pale or slightly blue, especially around the fingers and toes. This happens because blood flow is being directed toward vital organs. Small movements cause shortness of breath. Sitting up, speaking, even turning in bed. What once felt simple now feels heavy. Some people find comfort sitting upright. Others need extra pillows. Lying flat may feel uncomfortable. These adjustments are not signs of suffering. They are signs of adaptation. I imagine an older man resting quietly. His breathing is slow. His hands are cool. He is not in pain. He is simply resting in a deeper way. In this stage, the goal is peace, a calm room, soft light, gentle music, a familiar voice. These things matter more than words. Now let us take a moment to reflect. We have talked about 5 quiet signs: gradual weight loss, deep fatigue, mental confusion or withdrawal, frequent illness, changes in breathing and circulation. These signs are not warnings to fear. They are messages to listen. They tell us that the body is slowing, that it is preparing, and that it deserves kindness. For those who are older, this message is especially important. You are not broken. You are not failing. Your body is simply changing after a long journey. For those caring for someone, remember this. You cannot stop time, but you can soften it. You can bring comfort. You can bring love. The final stage of life does not have to be filled with fear. It can be filled with dignity, with peace, with connection. Sit together, share memories, hold hands, say what matters, or say nothing at all. If this message helped you understand your body or someone you love a little better, share your thoughts in the comments. Write quiet care below and tell us where you are watching from. And if you found this video comforting or meaningful, follow Elderly Roots for more calm and caring guidance to help you live gently and independently through every stage of life. Thank you for spending this quiet time with me.